Like the video and subscribe to our channel right now and get 1 week of amazing luck. Once the elevator door closes, it feels as though the entire world has been sealed off. And just in case you're unaware, sometimes there's more going on inside than just waiting for the elevator to stop. You must have heard some or experienced some yourself, but I would bet that these are the most bizarre things captured in the elevator. Almost drowning in an elevator. When a severe storm hit Nebraska, Omaha received more rain than usual, turning a trip in an elevator for 3 citizens into an unexpected aquatic struggle. Tony Liu captured the horrifying event in real time on social media, turning it into a film of survivalist tendencies and distress. The trio was enticed by the intense chaos outside, but they ended up inside. Ben started to look to be harmless in the floodwaters. Jamming cops. When the beat goes up, the badge comes down. At least that's the case with Officer Tony Shern. In a popular video, Cherub transformed a regular police station's elevator into a makeshift dance floor, shattering the stereotype of the sober on-duty officer with some arrestingly impressive dancing routines. Disregarding the unspoken rules of elevator manners, Anakin certainly demonstrated to his colleagues that a profession in law enforcement can be fun by breaking into an impromptu jig. Elevator disco. Life is full of surprises, but elevators aren't meant to be. It's not unreasonable to want nothing more than to enter your floor without encountering any strange or potentially dangerous persons when the elevator door opens. Evidently, that elevator doesn't always function as intended. Remy Gallard, a Frenchman, has been playing practical jokes on people for a very long time, and one of his jokes entailed turning an elevator into a disco. As soon as the button is pressed, the unaware target notices that loud dance music is getting closer. Doors open, revealing the Fat and his crew dancing in the stall. Disc golf ball included afros and 70s outfit. Mortal Kombat in an elevator. There are some bizarre elevator experiences available. Unaware elevator users were the victims of a popular hoax in which Mortal Kombat characters from the infamous video game shared the space with them.
Test your might.
Additionally, the characters behave quite violently, as if they were about to fight the others in the elevator, but they don't. Think about the following example. You are on an elevator going about your business, perhaps checking messages or giving it much thought. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and other beloved Mortal Kombat characters enter the elevator, striking their iconic combat positions as the doors open. Umbrella mishap. Safety and escalators are 2 city life facets that unexpectedly and dramatically meet. A little youngster in East China's Fusu City, Zhejiang Province, received this lesson very abruptly. He unwittingly started a series of events straight out of an action movie when he attempted to stop the elevator doors with the handle of his umbrella. The obstinate elevator unexpectedly turned back in the direction of the 25th floor of the building. Under the strain, the umbrella handle, which was obviously unprepared for such a tremendous journey. The youngster was left as a captive audience in a scenario in which no one would ever desire to play a main role when the elevator abruptly came to a stop. Elevator taking off. Practical pranks are elevated to an entirely new level with the taking off elevator prank. Think about going into an elevator with no expectations other than to go to your floor. The elevator rattles and the side panel turns to a visual display that reads, "Rapid Ascent," when the button is pressed, replicating a rocket launch's experience. The prank's ingenuity and execution, which heavily relies on technology to obfuscate the boundaries between truth and illusion, are what give it its genius. Unaware passengers' surprised and mildly alarmed facial expressions offer a great source of humor. Don't underestimate the subtle backdrop of our deeper concerns that would be losing control and facing the unknown as they fiercely hold their handrails, bracing for an imagined liftoff. This joke is the epitome of the saying, be prepared for the unexpected. In this instance, the unexpected entails a short trip to the moon before arriving at your office on the 5th floor. It seems that elevators can launch more than just careers. Police liven up the elevator ride. Where might one find solace in the quiet, music-free confines of an elevator whose code was cracked by a cheerful group of New Zealand police officers? They chose to create their own variation of elevator music to fill the hole, pulling at both heartstrings and nerves. This group of police officers redefines rhythms with the ideal blend of musical prowess and contagious spirit. Their antics turned the elevator journey into a spontaneous jam session with their wild guffaws and melancholy smiles. What if we replaced our Kiwi soundsmiths with Chief Wiggum and his team from The Simpsons? The final product would surely be an odd combination of musical and cartoony components. Stuck in the elevator. If you have never been trapped in a small place, it is likely that you cannot fully understand how these three men felt at this particular moment. The elevator was working fine when the three men entered it, but then it abruptly stopped operating. To try to exit, they banged against the elevator's walls and the entrance, but the elevator wouldn't move or open. They spent a long time attempting to escape from where they were stranded, but all of their efforts were in vain. Fortunately, the rescue team arrived and attempted to unlock the elevator from the outside. They were puzzled and powerless as they waited for someone to come rescue them. The camera would capture all of their frantic activity for all of time. Bizarre. In this footage, we see a man and a woman alone in an elevator. When the elevator reaches its floor and the doors open, the woman follows the man out. What is strange about this footage is that she reappears a few minutes later and gets back into the elevator. But you can create your thoughts from her walk. The elevator fight. A woman is waiting alone in this elevator to get to her floor. But just then it stops on a floor to let other people on. It seems that for some reason, these folks are unable to share a place, not even for the brief time needed in an elevator. Three more women who look to know one another are the new passengers, and although the video clip is silent, you can see that one of the women is conversing unfriendly with the original passenger on the elevator. Although it's unclear who started the chat, it quickly appears heated, ceases being a normal talk, and eventually develops into a stronger disagreement. It's unclear what started the fight, but we wouldn't have known about it either if the elevator security camera hadn't recorded it. The next thing you see is the woman stop talking and start to exchange punches, but since it's 3 against 1, the group quickly overwhelms the woman.